A plus. Excellent work, Molly Fonda.
5 points of extra credit. You got this.
Have you ever wondered what the stars mean? To many people, astrology may seem like a hoax or a sort of dumb hobby that doesn't make any sense. However, to others who are like me, I believe that astrology is a part of who I am as a spiritual person. Astrology is not just spiritual, but it gives a feeling of comfort. According to Theodora Blanchfield, research suggests that it helps people to make sense of things when life feels complex. Astrology can dive deeper into who someone is as a person by using what zodiac sign they are and give deeper insight as to why people act the way that they do. Astrology is so much more than just a hobby. It is a belief and a way to express self-identity to help understand the world around us. So buckle up and blast away with me as I explain to you the misconceptions of astrology and what my sign means to me. Astrology is something that is not a proven scientific thing, but it is more like a religion where some believe in it while others do not. Let me start off by giving you a definition as to what astrology is. Astrology is the study of how the positions of the stars and planets are identified and believed to affect human lives. According to researcher Theodora Blanchfield, the first organized system of astrology appeared in the Old Babylonian period over 2,000 years ago. Astrology entered the Islamic culture as part of the Greek tradition, and the Greek introduced the 12 constellations of the zodiac. The first known reasons for astrology was seen as a coping mechanism. Through research, it was shown that people came to astrology in times of distress. For example, history has shown that people were more interested in astrology during times like the Great Depression or both of the World Wars. It was also shown to have peaked during COVID because it gives a sense of comfort and a meaning map for people who aren't religious. Astrology has always been a place of welcoming for any person. For me, I was introduced to astrology during COVID when I was in 8th grade. I began to research through social media about my horoscope, and I discovered that I was an Aquarius and began to start collecting my birthstones and different objects that had a connection to myself. Recently, I have been very interested in researching astrological signs and learning more about the different personalities of myself and friends. Connecting to astrology, I began to encounter angel numbers and always began seeing 222 every day, multiple times a day. An angel number is where you see certain numbers in threes, and it's a sign from the angels that you are on the right path. This sense of self-identity and reassurance has brought me a great deal of comfort. Once I turned 18, I was able to get 222 tattooed on the back of my neck. As being an Aquarius, I am thought to be independent and free-spirited, which I believe connects to how I am as a person. Through all of this, there are many misinterpretations about the astrology world. Since we have connected the dots, let's zoom toward the constellations of misconceptions about astrology. Through countless videos, I found from Ella Astrology that astronomers began to research astrology and find those connections, but as time went on, religion began forming and stated that you should not worship the stars. People began looking to religion and science for answers, which drew the attention away from astrology, and people lost faith in astrology. Scientists did not believe in any non-provable spiritual being, which draws away from the astrology world. Astrology is a proven tool for self-understanding and can help someone to gain more self-awareness and self-understanding. In an interview with Ashley Locke with Sweetie High, she stated that you cannot expect that good things will come to you, but instead, if your horoscope tells you that you will find true love, you will need to search for it, and it will not just come to you. You have to manifest that. This is a huge misunderstanding for many people who are not educated on astrology. In astrology, you have to show the universe your intent and believe in what you believe in. She states that a key element of astrology is knowing your horoscope and risings. The rising suns for each birthday decides whether the sun was rising in the east or the west when you were born. This means that you are a combination of two signs, which is why not every person of the same sign are alike. Now that the stars have aligned, the zodiac signs are beginning to shine behind the darkness. We have all heard of asking which zodiac sign you are, and people saying they do not like certain traits about certain zodiac signs. However, many people do not understand the culture behind it. According to the article on astrology from National Geographic, the Babylonians developed 12 astrological signs, but it was the Greeks who named the 12 stars after constellations and linked them to specific dates based on the sun's orbit. The 12 signs include Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpius, Sagittarius, Capricorns, Aquarius, and Pisces. In Egypt, Alexandria laid down the idea of astrological interpretation, which is where the concept of personal horoscopes and that people can read and interpret the stars came about. During the Middle Ages, astrology was very widespread and influenced everyday actions. Many religions used to be involved, but over time they began to call it paganism. Once astrology resurged, it led to charts and calendars being created. Most charts use the time and birth location to decide horoscopes of a person. This provides insight to a person's traits, personality, and path in life. Zodiac signs provide an understanding of an individual's tendencies or strengths and weaknesses of a person. For example, Aries are typically described as bold or energetic, and many people find these readings to be mostly accurate. The zodiac signs are based on elements which shape the traits and behaviors. The 4 elements are fire, earth, air, and water. Depending on which element that you are a part of, they exhibit different personality traits and tendencies. For my personal sign, Aquarius, I find the traits and tendencies to be very relatable to myself, as well as the same for the signs of my friends and family. I have given you an explanation as to why astrology has come about and the reasoning behind your own signs as well as mine. Considering that all of us have some connection to the stars, I suggest that you look into your own horoscope and discover what it means to you. Through all of the false readings and confusing aspects that go into astrology, I hope that I have provided an insight as to what astrology means to the universe and me. From the ancient years, astrology has continued to stick around as it has become a thing that many people believe in. So, the next time that you look up into the stars, I hope that you're reminded of the history of your zodiac and can have a feeling of comfort beyond the shimmering lights. And now I'd like to show you a few of things about astrology that I have. I have my shirt, which is my astrological sign, Aquarius. My necklace is my birthstone, which for February, it is amethyst. I also have a few of my crystals that I've collected throughout the years. I have a few of my own birthstone, this one being amethyst. I have multiple other crystals and rocks. Thank you for listening to my speech.